What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What day is it today? The 13th, I believe. Just got back from the dentist's office. And yeah, so I'm going to go to the gym a little bit later today. I believe it's 3 o'clock, so we got a little bit of time. I'm not really in a hurry. I'll probably do a hypertrophy push workout, so I'm not sure yet if I'll have footage of that in my highlight videos, only because it's the afternoon. The managers are in, and whether or not I can get away with the camera is questionable. So, gonna do that. I just picked up some new headphones, as you guys saw from one of the other vlogs, or maybe even this one. And I'm gonna try these out, see how I like them. One thing I already noticed I don't like right away is the connector, this style. I like the L style. It's a little bit easier to use. But besides that, that's about it. I'm feeling okay. I'm behind on meals a little bit, and I've talked about meal timing and all this shit a million times already, but I feel better when I have food in my stomach before training, which really makes me wonder whether or not I would be better if I trained in the afternoon, because I usually go in fasted after sleeping, let's just say, not enough every night. So let's see how it goes, and then maybe I'll have some more vlogs for you guys. That is nowhere near correct. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What day is it today? I think I'm too close to the camera. I believe it is the 14th. You guys saw the picture. Random project time. What we're gonna do, you guys saw her in the last vlog. What we're gonna do is put her up in the air and tinker with the bottom. Yeah. This is gonna take a while, so let's put some tunes, and whoa, almost lost it there. See you guys in a little bit. How do you lift a highly modified car? Or by modified, really, I should be saying lowered. You use the OEM jack to get the car up, and then you use reinforcements. So, what do you do after you've jacked up the front? Then you take turns. So essentially what you're going to do is jack up the front, put the stands, which you guys can't see, and then you jack up the back, put it on stands, so that in the end, the car is completely off the ground. Fun times. Let's get to work. Okay, so we're done. She is back on the ground, and I'm looking like shit again. So, that's it. That's the end of the project. I guess the only thing that really I want to talk about after this, because I don't know how long this vlog is so far, is, and this is going to be more introspective stuff, more slightly different than what I've been used to bringing you guys as far as content on the channel. And one thing I wanted to present to you guys, because let's face it, the people that watch this are probably the regular viewers, and in the end, it's like we're all family here. So I want to tell you a little story. So I've had this car for quite a while now, and when I've had this car, originally I was young, as a young man, I was a young guy, and I wanted a nice toy, a nice little fast car. And when you're young and you're not making great money, and you decide to take on a toy like this, especially this car, if you know anything about it, it's quite expensive when things break down, and because of its age, things break down. And one thing that I learned rather quickly in my years was that was to take away things from my experiences. And this is not what the engine normally looks like on the car. This is a pretty blinged out version of it, where you kind of see the color match pieces with the rest of the body. And one thing that I remember that came to mind as I was doing this project was that I did a couple of things that during this blinging process that I remember being very difficult. And I got to a point where I needed to get it done, and there was no way back. And I remember sitting there and cutting something with like a little like Dremel tool, and sparks are going everywhere. And I remember thinking to myself, if I can't get this, because the part that I'm talking about is literally located like here, and there's the back of the motor, and there's like the front of the back of the motor, and there's like the front of the firewall. And I remember thinking to myself, I'm under the car thinking, this wheel's not going to go all the way through. And in the end, if I can't get this done, the only way for me to get this done is going to be to tow the car somewhere and have somebody get this done for me. And I remember working on it, didn't get it the first day, and I was really stressed out and really bummed out because I didn't want to have to get a tow truck to essentially take this car and finish my project, and especially pay someone. And so I remember the next day I went fresh mindset. I came in, and after cranking it out for hours, I got it. I finished the project. I got that bolt off that I needed to get off. And the one thing I took away from that was the idea that perseverance and the idea of continuing your objective for as long as you can. There's something about that. There's a certain reward mechanism built in so that when you do achieve things that you did not think you could, it's that much more gratifying and satisfying to have that project completed. So that's one thing that came to mind when I was doing this project earlier today, even though it took like 3 hours, two and a half. And so, I don't know, more food for thought. If you guys like this introspective stuff, I'm actually, it's a lot of what I do. I just don't bring it to the channel because this is more so fitness related. But if you guys like that kind of stuff, let me know. It kind of goes more along the lines of the real talk series that I have. But I'm gonna clean this garage up because it's looking like crap. That's not too bad. But I'm gonna clean this garage up because I don't want it to look like Boski's garage. So, yeah.